students, today we are going to talk about overhand throwing. Last week we talked about underhand throwing. When you're underhand throwing, you're square to your target or facing your target. Overhand throwing is a little bit different. I'm going to give you a little bit of background. I played softball most of my life. I went to UCLA and I played softball there, and I've been a coach for a very, very long time. Throwing overhand and doing it correctly is one of the most difficult things to do. So, I'm going to break it down for you, and we are going to practice it. We're going to shadow it, and then we will get our materials to practice with. All right. So, shadowing just means we're doing it without a ball. So, the most important thing is to have your eyes on the target. Our target is going to be over there. Or, if you want to use your other hand, your target can be over there. It's up to you. I really want you to try and use both hands, so you're using both sides of your body equally. That's always super important. So first, my eyes are on the target. So normally what happens is somebody throws you the ball, or you field a ground ball. The ball usually ends up in your mitt, which obviously we don't have, and somewhere in the middle of your body. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to pretend like we fielded a ground ball, or we're going to pretend like somebody threw us a ground ball. Now, depending on how far you throw is how big your arm circle is going to be, and we'll talk about that in a second. So we're going to pretend like we fielded a ground ball. So we have the ball right here. Then we are going to go into a scarecrow. So I have it here. We're going to go into a scarecrow. My elbow needs to point at my target. I could also have my glove point at my target. That's fine also. Okay? Then I need to go into a superhero move. So I get my ground ball. I go into my scarecrow. And then watch my arm. It swings back like this. And now I'm in my superhero move, or I can be in my superhero move like this, all right? The important thing that you need to remember is your arm needs to be at a 90-degree angle, or the letter L, okay? So I field my ground ball. I go into my scarecrow, and then my superhero. Your elbow needs to be even or higher than your shoulder, so it's parallel to the ground. The ball, which is our imaginary ball, needs to be above your head. My target's there. The ball isn't facing my target. The ball is facing opposite of my target. All right, so why do we make this big circle? Why don't we just go like this? This joint in your shoulder is called a ball and socket. So there's a ball and there's a socket. And it is supposed to be able to move around inside the socket. It's not meant to jerk back and forth. So it's meant to be a nice, smooth motion. All right? So, eyes on the target. So I get my ball. My eyes are on the target. I do my scarecrow, my superhero. All my weight is on this back leg. Then I pull my glove in, even though I don't have a glove, and my elbow comes forward, and I transfer my weight to my front foot, and I pull down and follow through. Oh my gosh, that's so much. So we are going to break it down. So get ready, super slow motion. All right, ready? No ball, no glove. Pretend like you field the ball. Your eyes need to go to your target. Scarecrow, superhero. As your weight transfers, your arm starts to come through, your elbow goes to your target, you pull down, and you follow all the way through. All right, so fast motion. Here's what it looks like. I field my ball, eyes at the target, scarecrow, superhero, follow through. If I am not looking at my target, the ball will most likely not go to my target. If I'm not stepping to my target, the ball will not go to the target. If my elbow in my scarecrow or my glove in my superhero doesn't go to the target, the ball will most likely not go to the target. So that's why I have these lines drawn. Right now I'm using the white line as my power line. So it goes straight to my target. So I field the ball. Everything stays on that line the entire time. So then everything is most likely to go straight. All right, so if you were my target, I would be using the orange line. I would field the ground ball, scarecrow, superhero, weight transfer and point, and then follow through. So look, everything is right on the line. Everything goes down the orange line. All right, so eyes on the target. Scarecrow, superhero. I transfer my weight to my front foot. My elbow comes through. I pull my arm down the target line, and I follow through. So let's try it again. I'm going to try. You're going to be my target. So I field the ground ball. I scarecrow. I superhero. I step and point and follow through. All right. So what are we going to use? We are not going to use a ball. Repeat with me. We are not going to use a ball. Why not? Because we do not want to use a ball in the house. We are not even going to use a sock ball today. We are going to use a wadded up piece of paper. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of paper. Now, do you think I want you to use a bright, shiny piece of white paper that has nothing on it? No, not if you have some other things. So like, these are the lesson plans from the past few weeks. I pulled them out of recycle, and I'm crumpling them into a ball. This might be the most fun part for some of you. All right, so now we're going to try it shadow with the ball, okay? So I am going to field the ball. I am going to scarecrow. So my arm swings in a circle like this. And then I go into Superman pose. The ball is facing away from my target. Watch what happens. When I start to bring my elbow forward, look where the ball ends up facing the target, okay? All right, ready? Field. Eyes on my target. Scarecrow, Superman. Double check, make sure you have an L. Step and point, and you release right here above your head, and then you follow through. All right, let's try it again. Ready? Get your crumple up piece of paper. Field the ball. Scarecrow. Superhero pose. Step and point and follow through. All right, let's try it again. A little faster this time. Ready? Crumpled up ball. Field the ball. Scarecrow. Superman pose. Step and point. I have two more. And then I'm going to pick them up, and then I'm going to throw them at the camera. All right, ready? Field the ball, scarecrow, Superman, step and point. Last one. Field the ball, scarecrow, Superman pose, step and point. All right. So typically, unless something's super fragile, nothing in the house is going to break. All right, that's why we're using paper. All righty, here we go. Now I'm going to use you as my target. I'm going to field the ball. I'm sideways to my target. Scarecrow, Superman pose. All my weight's in the back, my elbows up, letter L, 90-degree angle, step, and point. I hit the target, just in case you guys didn't notice. Ready? Field the ball. Scarecrow, Superman, step, and point. Oops, that one wasn't as good. Ready? Field the ball. Scarecrow, Superman, step, and point. Field the ball. Scarecrow, Superman, step, and point. Field the ball. Scarecrow, Superman, step, and point. All right, awesome. All right, so no matter, hold on. Now, if you only have a teeny tiny bit of room, you are not going to go like this and go like this. Everything is the same except for this part. Watch. Instead of going like this into full scarecrow, you're going to go like this. So instead of taking a big swing down, you're still going to make a little loop, but it's going to be kind of by your face. And you still have to follow through, okay? So like if you're an outfielder and you field the ball, you're going to want to take a big circle. So you're going to go Scarecrow, Superman, and point and try and throw it really far. The most important thing, well, two. One, this rotational movement and the ball facing away from your target. The second most important thing is that you follow through. So follow through means you let the ball go, but your arm keeps going. Those are the two biggest things that cause injury when you're throwing overhand. So you need to be really careful. So today, you are going to practice in a mirror. So you're going to stand in front of a mirror, and you are going to go Scarecrow, Superman pose, step, elbow, point. You don't have to have a ball for this part, okay? Field the ball, Scarecrow, Superman pose, step, and point. Well, that video ended rather abruptly. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to practice throwing overhand into a mirror or other reflective surface. I don't want you to use a ball, though, for obvious reasons, or a paper ball for obvious reasons. So I want you to make sure that you're sideways to your target, that your eyes are on your target, that you do the Scarecrow and you go into the superhero pose, and that your weight is on your back foot, and that as your arm starts to come forward, your weight transfers to your front foot and your hand finishes right at your target and you follow through. Have fun practicing. On Wednesday and Friday, we are going to play overhand throwing games. I want you to make sure that you have some wadded up paper balls ready to go. So try to use paper that has writing on it, or that maybe was some kind of advertisement you got in the mail. Try not to use good paper. We're going to reuse our old paper. Have a great day.